Good morning, everybody. Well, Murphy Girl here, and today is going to be it's a different kind of day. You know, for a year I haven't been able to do one little scrap of metal detecting because we've been so busy on the rancho doing major renovation projects. Well, we finally reached the point in late October where we can really get out there and have a little bit of fun on a day off without being in there murdering ourselves doing construction work and renovation work. So today we're going to be out doing some metal detecting, and I want to talk about a few tools of the trade for metal detecting that I use. The first thing you have to have is you have to have a good detector. Now I know they sell $49 detectors, $29, $99. But, you know, you're going to have no discrimination on those detectors and no ability to really give you a pre-indication of what's down there. Now, the other thing is because I dig every signal, because you never really know what it is, and a lot of people pass over stuff that looks like bottle tops and pull tabs from cans, but the reality is a lot of that aluminum is very close to gold on the scale of being electronically detected. So unless you dig every signal, you never know what you're passing up down there. That's the beauty of detecting these days. A lot of people say, oh, Rosie, stuff's so detected out. Well, the people have moved on to very advanced detectors. And if something shows up as a penny, or it shows up as a pull tab, or a part of a can, a bottle cap or something, they're not going to be digging it. Right? Because that's why they bought it, to save all the trouble of bending over in the back, up and down and digging. So a lot of stuff gets left undug these days. So why do I have a good detector then? Because this gives good depth for me. This White's XLT can get down 8 inches to a foot here on a good day. So it's been my Spectrum E series. It's been my workhorse for over 10 years here. And I'm still using the same battery, which will give me about 2 or 3 hours. What else do you need? You need what's called a probe, a precision pointer. You know, when your metal detector zeroes over top of the target, you don't want to be digging the Grand Canyon to try to get it out. You're going to be in parks and other places where people are going to be looking at you and, oh my God, digging up holes. So you want to work very precisely. You want to use a digger like this. I know that looks also good protection too. Nobody's going to mess with you. This type of digger with the sharp point, and you want to use a probe. Once you get down to start to dig the hole and open it up a little bit, you want to take the probe and you want to probe in there, and when it finds the metal, it gives a little ding like that. I'll give you a little demo. I think I got my phone here. I got some keys. Yeah, you can see as that gets close, it detects that. So that helps you pinpoint things so you can dig a little more precisely. And you want to be careful digging, okay? Because I'm scarred. Like I had a night at the high school here at Santa Rosa High School. I had a beautiful Walking Liberty $50 from, I guess it was a 1939 S, and in digging that I put a big gash against the front of it because I just didn't take my time pulling it up. But now I take my time and do things very carefully. We're going to go to Juilliard Park today, which is the downtown park in Santa Rosa. It's probably been detected like crazy. We probably won't get any treasures today, but we'll probably get a lot of change from people having laid on the ground. We might get the odd ring or piece of jewelry, which will make me very happy, but you never know. At Juilliard Park in the heart of downtown, across from where Luther Burbank lived, the Luther Burbank famous home and gardens, is where I found the 1915 Panama Pacific exhibition ribbon from San Francisco in 1915. Now, the people that came up for the exhibition in 1915 were Thomas Edison and Henry Ford to come visit Luther Burbank from San Francisco. They rode the train up to visit him. One of those people on that party might have lost that metal badge thing. Might even be worn by Thomas Edison or Henry Ford. You never know. Anyway, guys, let's stop babbling and get out there in the field. Let's do some metal detecting. Okay guys, before we go over to the park, we're here on the, it's kind of on the route over today. And we have a sort of old neighborhood here that we pass on the way. So we want to do a little bit of metal detecting around here, just kind of on the way over. And you can see we got some fairly old homes, and we want to try metal detecting these tree wells, they call them. They're these public pieces of property that are between the sidewalk and the street here, and they're perfectly legal to dig in these tree wells because they're public property. But you know, some people like to prettify them and maintain them and all that, so we like to be respectful and dig carefully. But I'm going to shoot around this area a little bit. I've gotten some wheat pennies, some old wheat pennies out of here before. Take our time and dig around. One of the problems we have is that the soil here is really hard because we haven't had any appreciable rain for a year, so you can imagine how compact and dry it is. So it's a good thing we've got the hard digger here. So let's see if we can get a signal or two and get something decent here. Well, we dug our first signal here, and it looks like one of those old metal figures, the toys when they used to make like soldiers and things out of metal. Kind of cool. A head there. So yeah, that was about 2.5 inches deep. Detected pretty good. Kind of a neat start. So you never know. This place is probably loaded with stuff, but you really got to take your time and be patient. There, it looks like we got our first penny there that you can see. Reads 62, which is on the penny scale, so penny saved is a penny earned. Put that baby in with our goodies there and keep rolling on. After 15 minutes of metal detecting, we are back home again. You know, typical Rosie. I got that battery in the metal detector, lasted about 10 years. I had it on a trickle charge. I dug 2 items today, and that was it. So unfortunately, our metal detecting has come to a screeching halt today. But I went ahead, I got home, I ordered another battery for the White's XLT Nikon 12-volt rechargeable job, and we should be back in business before too much longer. Maybe not next weekend, but the weekend after. So thanks for being along today on a very aborted metal detecting journey. So you know, Rosie, always count on the crazy and undependable to happen. It's what you least expect in my world. It always happens. Anyway, thanks for being along today, and stay tuned. Always more stuff to come.